want to thank everybody for coming today. See if we got a mic over here. Testing. I'm going to start off with a quick video.
our Sabbath service. Okay? Yes, we have the Boy Scouts of America. Yes, we have the Girl Scouts of America. But we are the Pathfinders, and we are Pathfinder strong. Now, we represent more than what the Boy Scouts of America represent. We represent more than what the Girl Scouts of America represents. I support all ministries, all types of scouts. Okay? But we are Christian soldiers. Okay? Not to put down the Boy Scouts of America, but in the last couple of weeks, they just allowed to accept transgender children within the Boy Scouts. Yes, you heard me correctly. Transgender children in the Boy Scouts of America. That's not something we would see here within the Pathfinder Club. Okay? Because we believe in the true meaning of God's creation. Okay? And like I said, these uniforms, they mean everything to us. Okay? Everything for which we stand for. Okay? Keep that in mind. When I say, guys, we have a Pathfinder Day coming up, or we have a camporee coming up, Class A's are mandatory. Oh man, I got to put my Class A's on. I got to have my mom or dad iron this for me. I don't know what I did with my sash. That shouldn't happen. When you go home and you take this uniform off, you put it in plastic, you hang it up. You keep everything, you fold your sash, you keep it organized, you keep it set, just like a soldier does. Okay? That's what these uniforms represent. Now, I just want to share some of the things that we've been doing here within the West Central Warriors Pathfinder Club. Usually I have the kids bring in $1 every time we have a meeting. We collect dues. There's 3 ways we collect money. Everything we need money, guys, for everything in this world. We charge a registration fee. We have fundraising. We ask for donations. And the occasional somebody wants to give $1 here and there, that's okay. Well, lately, this year, what we've been doing is we wanted to live off of faith. Every penny that I've collected from the Pathfinders for their due money, instead of taking their due money and putting it into our account to use for a pizza party or a camporee or whatever, we decided we are going to help out Maranatha Volunteers International. If you don't know what they are, they build churches. They build churches in developing countries. So we decided, okay, let's join the, it's called the $10 a month church club. Or we'll just build a church $10 a month. So far we've raised about $130. All we have to do is send $10 a month, and we've been sending $20, $30, $40 a month. Okay, which we've been raising for the adventures and the Pathfinders. Guys, you are helping build churches around the world. Just by bringing in a few quarters, $1, or a couple nickels, whatever you guys have, and we collect in our little church, that little cardboard church I hang around, that is helping so many people, guys. I saw a Maranatha video last night. It was about this group they went to, I believe it was in the Dominican Republic. They go out into this neighborhood, they build this church. They got about 5 people sitting around watching them build this church. And they were laughing at him. They were laughing at him. It was a mature group, okay? That's my nice way of saying let's just say these people were grandparents, okay? Well, within a day and a half, we had most of the blocks put up, the building blocks, the cinder blocks to build this church. Well, by the second day, now there's about 15 people there watching these people build the church. Now they're setting up their fold-away chairs, their lounge chairs, and now they weren't laughing anymore. Everybody there was 60 plus, and in 2 days they already had half the blocks up. Now they weren't laughing. Okay? They finished building the church. These people got threatened by a local gang in the area. Now this isn't like the gangs here in Chicago. Our gangs are pretty rough here. But this is in the Dominican Republic, in some little village. There's no law. There's no police. Okay? They were threatened that they were going to have this church ransacked and that they were going to come and rob the people who were building the church. Well, these people could have either 1, got out of Dodge, or 2, hold their ground, leave it in the Lord's hands, and continue the work of God. Well, that's what they chose. They built that church. These bad guys never came. They never showed up. They opened that church. 15 minutes before the sun set on Friday evening, they did the last landscape work they had to do to get that church open and operational for Sabbath. And do you know on Sabbath, that church was filling up. They built these benches, these pews, that are good for about 8 American-sized people. They had 12 to 15 people filling up these pews. They were packed. They had people standing on the outside looking in the windows at this church. So then a lady, not Adventist, goes up to one of the builders and says, you know what? You Adventists may think this is your church, but it's not. This is our church. This is the neighborhood's church. That man said, you're absolutely right. This church is open to all. Okay? And that church was filled beyond capacity the first day it opened. Okay? That is who we are helping. So when your kids come home and say, Mom, Dad, hey, I got a Pathfinder meeting. Can I have a couple quarters? Can I have an extra $1? That's where the money's going for. That is what we were doing this year. And do you know that extra money that we haven't been putting in our coffers and we're giving to Maranatha? Yeah, maybe it set us back a little bit. I'm going to give you a little testimony here. We were about $200 in the hole a couple weeks ago. Okay, that means I spent a little more than what we had in the bank. All right? But this is how God works. About a week after I found this out, we got a $500 donation. Okay? So not only did we break even, we had a surplus of $300. See, that is how the Lord works. Guys. That is all I have. Let's go ahead and get started.
Happy Sabbath, everyone.
Happy Sabbath.
Our induction service is mainly about inducting our new kids that we have join the club. And we're going to begin with the adventures first, which is our Little Lamb class, 4-year-olds, preschool-age kids. So when I call your name, please come up. Micah Rodriguez.
You want a picture?
I forgot.
Karen Orozco.
Amen.
Genesis Orozco. Abigail España. Lasagna.
Now this is not it. Some kids are not able to attend, unfortunately, but we do have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 more kids that were not able to attend. And I do want to say that when we first started our club this year, last year we had more kids when we first started, but they moved. And then we started off this year with like maybe 4 kids, I believe. Was it 4? Now we're up to 11.
Amen.
So we've been blessed.
Okay, it's our turn.
Amen.
Since we're talking numbers here, when we started Pathfinders here again at West Central, there was a Pathfinder club here, actually a couple different times. One I know was started in the 50s. That's when they used the term, the name, the Voyagers, West Central Voyagers. And that's why we have the name West Central Voyagers for our adventure club. When we started the adventure club here 5 years ago, we just kept the tradition of West Central's name. Then they came out with another club in the early 2000s, another Pathfinder club. I don't know the name of that club. Maybe Baron Vernon might know the name of that club. I'm not sure how many years they had it. But either way, it pretty much it fizzled out. Okay, things happen. When we started the West Central Warriors, okay, now I didn't pick the name. Everybody said, Mr. Eric, you came up with that name Warriors. I didn't come up with that name. I let the kids vote on the name. They chose the name Warriors, not me. I like the name. I was rooting for Warriors, but I didn't come up with it. And we started off maybe about 7 or 8 of us. Now we're up to 18. So we're definitely growing. Some kids move away, they transfer churches. But all in all, we're gaining ground. We're gaining ground. We're doing really well. So, I'd like to call up Joshua Allen.
Amen.
Naomi Sanchez. Nebraska.